What's up, y'all? Welcome to Game Day with Heavy Cardboard, where we teach, play, and discuss medium and heavy strategy board games, war games, and 18xx. Tonight, we're featuring our second playthrough of Power Grid, this time, though, with the expansion map, the Indian Subcontinent. On the backside, I believe, is Australia.
That's right.
So tonight, the Indian Subcontinent, a lot of folks have said this is their favorite expansion map, so we'll check it out. We'll give it we'll see. Originally designed by Friedman Freeze, published by 2F Spiele, as well as Rio Grande Games and a host of others. Speaking of which, I'm your host, Edward Euler. You all know them, especially if you watch our Power Grid or listen to our Power Grid review or playthrough, right?
Yeah, I'm Michael.
I'm Marnie.
All right, so welcome everybody watching live around the world, as well as after the fact. So tonight, we are going to teach the India Subcontinent map only. If you are unfamiliar with Power Grid, you have two choices. Either go watch the teach there, or hopefully you can pick it up as the game goes along. I think that might be your best bet. So that said, 3-player map. We are playing 3 regions. You guys are going to see that most of it is blocked off due to, well, what players we had available tonight. So that said, y'all ready?
Yep.
Michael, you ready to teach?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
Someone in chat asks us to play with the new power plant cards. Well, you're in luck. We
are.
So I'll talk about them since they just came up. They're green instead of a gray border. They're different resources and different numbers. A little different. It's just something to change up the game a little bit.
Okay. All right.
So on to India. So first of all, we've got different starting prices and refill rates for the resources, and the market also has 4 slots instead of 3 for some of the resources down here. So garbage and coal down here, there's 4 slots. Normally it's just 3, and with coal that's balanced by when you get all the way up to 7 and 8, there's only 2 spots up there. We've only got 8 uranium tokens because the prices don't go all the way up to, I think, $16 like in the base game.
Right.
And as part of the India map, since uranium starts so high, and as we'll see in a minute, we won't be able to buy uranium right away, we ditched the cheapest uranium power plant from the game. That's just taken out. So in India, the garbage power plants use livestock manure, and they are less efficient, so they consume 1 additional resource, but they can still only store twice the printed resources. So this number 6 power plant, it'll actually cost you 2 garbage to power your 2 cities, and it can only store 2 resources on it.
So basically, it's a really shitty power plant.
You might say that, yes. So in the base game, garbage starts around $6 or $7, I think, but here it's all the way down at 2, but it's going to be harder to make it work for you. So on to what has changed in actual gameplay, like flow of play. For buying resources, in step 1 of the game, we can only buy from stuff that costs $1 to $3.
And that's what the little blue markers blocked off here are a reminder that for the first phase, there you go, we can only buy from those.
Yep, and then in phase 2, we'll be able to go up to $5.
And we'll move those up to here.
And then phase 3, we'll have access to the whole thing,
there we go,
like normal. So with this heavily restricted market, we can't have one player just wiping out all of one resource at once. So on your turn in the buying resources phase, instead of buying as much as you please, you only buy 1 piece at a time. And then we go around following the normal turn order.
So it'd be, in this case, it would be green, purple, yellow, buying 1 piece of wood only, and then keep going. And once you pass, you're out, right?
Yeah, so once you pass buying on resources, you're out for the round. Once everyone has passed, then we'll go on to building. In building, there's one quick note on the map to draw your attention to. Bangalore and Mumbai, they're both metropolises.
Metropoli?
Metropolises?
I don't know. Sure, go with it.
In the Power Grid Deluxe, that's what they call them. But Basically, it's 2 city spots, and you can build in both of them. So it's basically like South Bangalore and North Bangalore. The connection between the two is $0. When building generators on this map, we have to place them on their side, or since we're playing with the overhead camera, we'll place them face up.
When we first purchase them or build them,
When
right?
you first purchase them, and then at the end of the round, once everyone's built and we know how many total were built, then we'll turn them the way we normally have them.
Okay. And
With
the
them all
reason
facing.
for that is?
Because if we expand our power grids too quickly here in India, that's going to stress the system out and we're going to get a power outage. So a power outage is triggered if the total number of cities built is at least twice the number of players plus 1, or 7 for us.
Okay. So if we build in a single turn between the 3 of us 7 or more new power plants, it's going to cause a power outage. Okay.
Yep. So what a power outage does is, in Bureaucracy, when we're actually getting paid, you subtract $3 from your income for every city you've built in on the map.
So for instance, if you have built 10 cities here, normally you would, but you powered 8 of them, normally you would make $90. However, if there was a power outage, you had built 10 cities, so that's going to be 3 times the number of generators or cities that you're expanded to, i.e. minus $30. So 90 minus 30, you actually only net $60.
That's exactly right.
Got it. All right.
And because the power outage can affect players' incomes so that players powering the same number of cities actually make different incomes from each other, we do pay out incomes in the final round if there's a power outage. Normally you don't do that because the tiebreaker wouldn't be affected, but it's possible to affect that here. And the last rule is that on this map, you must power as many cities as you have resources for. Normally, if you have a couple spare resources and they could go to power like your last 2 cities or something like that, you might save them for the next round. But here in India, you don't have that option. You must power as much as you can.
Cool. All right. So a couple other things while Michael's just double checking that that's everything. 17 built cities is what triggers the end of the game, same as a 4-player game. That's why we kind of have these marked off. You can build more, just FYI. And also, for those that are new to the Power Grid streams, the reason we have the dice here, this was Michael's came up with this, to where this is the refill rate for the different resources. So the coal is going to refill at 5, but there's no coal because they start all on the board. 2 oil, 1 garbage or cow patties, if you will, and 1 uranium. Okay, so that's just a reminder so everybody can see what the refill rates are.
That's right. And step 2 triggers at 7 cities. I think the 7 and 17 cities are both the same as with 4 players.
Cool. All right. And how many, with 3 players, how many of the power plants did we take out?
We took out 8.
Okay, 8 of
with
them.
4 players, you would just take out 4.
And if you notice also that uranium is not even available, did you already cover that? Did I miss that?
I mentioned it real quick. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's why we took out the lowest uranium power
Great.
plant.
Okay, there we go. And obviously we're only playing in these 3 regions since it's a 3-player, hence why we have everything marked off. So if you see a number in this, outside of, say, maybe that one, but if you see a number, then it's probably in play. Okay. Cool. All right. So that said, we did randomly determine turn order, and I drew the short stick, so to speak. So place your bets now, and the over/under on the Glory to Rome's. We are currently at, what is that, 188.
188.
Okay, let me bring up the chat.
I doubt we'll hit 200. But
I don't think so.
this ain't
I
brides
do
and
not
bribes.
think so.
Rita's not
Right.
not anywhere close to here.
All right. All right. Which I really hope that gets made into a promo. That was amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So we begin. So go for it, Michael. We start off with the.
Start off with the first auction, and
Right.
your player won.
So only the bottom row is available, and yes, this is a custom power plant board that I actually was about to sell off after our live stream, and then found out, oh, I really enjoyed the game. Sorry, not going to. Comes with a stand, but we lay it flat down for the camera overhead. That said, I will go ahead and put number 4 up for auction. The minimum price is face value, and we start with $50
Yep.
in cash. So I will start the bidding there at $4.
Let's see. Hybrid, huh? Let's go. I'll go 6.
7.
I'll go 8.
I'll pass.
I will pass as well.
Okay, so that is mine. So that is $8 there. So I own that. So I now am out of the auction. All right. So we then refill, and this will slide down. And now it's clockwise in turn order, correct, on this, or is it in turn order?
In turn order for starting the bid.
Gotcha.
Clockwise for continuing the
That's
the
it.
bidding.
Okay, so Marnie, 1 through 5, man.
I will bid 3 on 3.
All right. And it's just the Brants.
3 for a coal.
Thank you, Adam. I'm glad somebody has a little taste and a little faith in the guy who won the last one. Just saying.
I was just thinking of letting you have that and grabbing this one, and then I could buy a bunch of coal, but since we only buy resources one at a time, that strategy doesn't even work here.
Right. It does change things up a little bit,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that's interesting already. Let's see. I'll go 4.
5.
And don't forget, trash actually is +1, so that actually costs 2 trash to power.
Yeah. Yeah, 6.
You're gonna let him take it for 6?
I don't want to spend a lot of money on a dinky power plant. I'll pass.
All right, yours
Hope
for
something
6.
good comes up. Seems
Well,
unlikely.
you see what's
Well,
coming,
this
right?
is definitely coming
You
because
know exactly what's coming this
that's
early.
so
true.
35. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. So Marnie, face value on any one, 1, 2, 5, or 6.
Let's go with 5.
All right. Marnie's actually going to use the off-board area over there as her power plant area.
Yep.
So much wasted space on this map. Brutal.
Yeah. It's like they didn't even hear the review before they
I
made
know,
this
right?
expansion
Seriously.
10 years ago or whenever this map came out.
All right. So after
now
that,
we actually reshuffle or redetermine turn order as a one-time special thing in round 1. So Marnie is now player 1. Edward is player 2. No, player 1. Player 1. Go to the number 1.
there you go.
Yes, like that. Perfect. And now we go on to buying raw materials, and I'm up first, so I'll spend $1 on a coal.
I too shall spend $1. In fact, yeah, $1 on a coal. Thank you. And remember, you can store up to twice on a power plant.
I'm doing the same thing.
$1 on coal.
Dollar coal, yay!
Dollar coals, y'all. That was
And-
terrible. I apologize to everyone.
I appreciate it. So I guess, yeah, I'll go ahead and spend $2 for another coal. Will I? Will I? I will not. I am not. Done. So I pass, so I'm out of the buying of materials.
Okay, so
I definitely want another coal.
So that's $2.
you just put in 1, right?
Oh,
Yeah, it's 2 now.
I don't want it to be 2.
Right.
I liked
And then
it when it
if
was
you want to
1.
power it, you're going to have to buy 1 more.
Or
And
an
it's
oil.
up to you, because
Yeah, I must pass because I'm
Right.
at
Okay.
capacity.
Slide
Then
the chat to the right.
I will buy 1 more coal.
Can't see. Oh, shoot. You can't because I moved them. I apologize, guys.
Oh.
You know what? Actually, I'm just going to. I did this right before we went live. I moved all this, and then I apologize, guys. Can we see? There we go. There we go.
All better.
Sorry about that. All right, cool. Good deal.
Graham, actually, with the 6, the garbage is terrible on this map. Oh, it got retracted, so I guess he remembered.
There you go. Yep, good.
It's only
All right,
twice
cool.
what's printed.
There we go. All right, so that's all buying the resources.
So that puts us on to building.
Building,
Oh,
starting with
and I have
green.
to go first.
Remember, the magic number is 7. if we build 7 or more on any single action or any single turn between the 3 of us.
And we're all required to build one this turn, correct?
No, you don't have to build one.
Okay.
Appreciate
I
that,
thought in the
Derek.
first turn you did.
The first turn you just must buy a power plant card, but
Oh, okay.
you can wait it out on the map if you want to get a better turn order spot.
Gotcha.
Let's go to Mumbai. Oh, I must put it this way.
We're going to put them face up like this so we know how many we bought total this round.
Marnie will probably want to build 2 since she can power 2, so I can get away with building a second one. I'll go over to Surat.
Face up.
Face
There
up.
you go.
Okay,
And
so
remember,
that's
you could
a
build
total of
in
26.
the north side there of Mumbai.
That's
if
true.
you wanted. Not
Yeah.
saying
Yeah. Well, we'll just
spend 20.
spend 20.
Okay. So my building then, I too shall build 2, which, sorry not sorry,
Of course.
and I will build North and South Bangalore for 20. Done.
Oh, the double-ended power plant question came back. So the garbage power plants still only store double what's printed.
So 2. So it costs 2 to even run that, so you can't even buy double for that.
Yep. Oh, and we didn't update our spots. Yeah.
We're good. There we go.
This
And
map is
Marty?
too spread out physically for 3 people.
Right.
Well, you took my first choice, both of you.
How
So,
could they both be the first choice?
It's
well, my
choice
first
1A
choice would
and
be
1B.
the 2 options where
Right.
I can pay 20 for 2 cities. So
Yeah.
that's no longer an option.
Yeah, there is another one of these double cities, but it's been
It's
in one of the blocked off regions.
right.
I think I'm going to do. Let's see, that's got.
So how's everybody
There's a
doing on
little-
Friday evening tonight? Oh, nice, Christopher. Let us know what you think of it. Let us know how it
I
was.
think I'm gonna go for these 2.
27.
27.
I don't know how to pronounce them.
You gotta try though.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Bhubaneswar, maybe,
Okay.
and Sambapur,
Sambapur? Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
perhaps.
Sure, yeah.
And I will be paying like all of the money. I'm
So
paying 30.
27?
I need 3 back.
Okay. All right, so we built 6. So we're all at 2. So we did not have a power outage, so now we
Right.
can actually lay these down for the camera. Okay.
All right. Power and get money. So, player 1, how many are you powering?
I would
Oh,
like to.
you must power too. You don't even
I'm-
get a choice.
Okay.
Right, yeah, you, there we
But
go.
I would also like to do what I am required to
So it works out.
do. So,
So
that's
Marnie
great.
is
$33.
powering 2, which is going to be 30. Yep, I got it.
$33.
$33 there, and Michael and I obviously are only powering 1, which will be $22, respectively. All right. So 22.
And I spent my 1, and
There we go.
Did you
and-
already put the
not
ones
yet?
in?
And there we go.
perfect.
All right. So that now we
Place highest power plant under the stack.
so
That one.
35 goes away.
And we'll see it again in step 3 or phase 3 or however we want to call it. Look at all that green.
To the wind. All right.
And
nice.
then we restock raw materials.
Hey, Portos.
Oh.
So all 5. So there's 2 oil, and you'll notice we do have room for the oil,
Yep.
which Marnie is excited about there.
1 garbage.
And there will
one
be
uranium.
1 uranium.
Ooh, because no one else has oil? Am I right? Oh,
Correct.
Edward
So
has oil.
Edward has
Well,
hybrid.
I do have an option. That is true.
Yep. And there's the resources for next round.
There we go.
Redo turn order. We're all on 2,
So
so it's power
stay
plants again,
stagnant.
so it's the same.
There we go.
And Marnie will start off power plant bidding if any of those power plants
Or
strike your
pass,
fancy.
but if she passes, she's out. All right.
Is
Welcome,
correct.
Portos.
I will bid 7.
Number 7?
And I assume that was 7 in quantity.
Yes. Oil's pretty cheap right now, eh?
It really is. Wow.
I don't know if I see France.
I'm debating whether or not to up this or not. What are the chances? I'm gonna go up second.
Oh, come on, you don't want it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 8. I'm gonna go 8.
Let's see. I don't have first shot, so
Hey,
it's pretty
Harvey.
attractive for me. I'll say 9.
Sad Marnie is sad.
How many did you say? 9?
$9.
I'll go for 10.
I was gonna go 10.
Well, now you can't because I already took it.
I choose 11 and not a dollar more this round.
You guys,
He's
you
just
figure it out. I
misleading
pass.
Okay, all right.
So he's basically pledged in front of everyone that he
No,
won't
this
bid
round
again.
meaning this round.
Oh,
Right.
I see.
Yeah.
The round inside of the auction.
Exactly.
Go right ahead
All
and
right,
take
it's
it.
mine for 11.
11.
Done.
And 24 comes out.
See, now I'm probably too skittish in the auction.
Right after
Because of
Due to
after
my
the
big
$100,
mistake last
right.
Oh man, we might need to actually rewind this because I
Why?
forgot. We actually built, since we built 1 and 2 cities last time, these actually needed to be knocked out of the game, which
Okay.
affects everything else.
Okay, so no big deal. We
My
can
bad.
back it
Bad
up a little.
teacher.
It's okay. So hold on. So technically, we'll put this back. So
Yep.
here, there, and that. So
There.
no
And
harm, no
then
foul.
Get your $11 back.
There you go.
And
Can
then
I get to try again?
well, if you want to, I guess that information kind of ruins stuff. But
What?
well, because she knows if she went for that, it might go for 11. But
Well, no, I'm
No.
okay. That might change. No,
Yeah, 'cause
that's
there's
okay.
different
Yeah.
options now.
Because
No, that's all
I
good.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't start with that one. No.
Yeah, sorry about this, guys. It's a really long board here, and so we tried to put it normal up and down here, but the problem was we had to zoom out so far that it was just illegible, and so we decided, command decision, to go sideways here. All right, cool.
yeah, that's one thing with the new power plant deck is that the base deck doesn't have a 1 and 2. So normally you normally wouldn't be knocking
okay.
one out in the first round anyway.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So now
Well-
we're resetting the
Reset.
second round. No harm, no foul. Marnie, begin.
11 on 11.
That green energy.
I pass.
Man,
This is India. I don't want green energy.
you need the cow pie energy. Right?
Seriously.
Whoa there.
Hey Warren, thanks for stopping by.
That 15 that's on deck is awfully juicy.
I
So
don't know what you're talking about.
I'll pass on the 11.
Wow.
That's probably pretty rare right there.
My eyes are pretty big on that 15,
Right,
so let's see if...
you and me both.
Oh boy.
Well, that'll be 15 on 15.
Yeah. Let's go 20.
2.
Let's see. 25.
$25, huh?
Dreaming big.
So again, the interesting thing to note that 24 might be up for auction, be available, but we can't even buy it.
For 2 more rounds.
Right, because if you notice, yeah, at least 2 more rounds. You wouldn't be able to use it.
You could make an investment
You
in
could,
your future.
right? Infrastructure for the future.
Oh, that feels
but-
bad though.
I don't know. It's going to power 4 when it comes down.
But 2 whole turns with the...
25, huh? So right
Yeesh.
now, so you can go for 14 is your lowest right now.
Mm-hmm.
14, 25, that would leave you,
That would leave me with $5.
yep.
Do it. Clean yourself out. It'll be fine. You'll come
Yours.
back.
Mine for 25. All right.
I feel like that went for not enough. but I'm not sure, honestly.
Ooh, nuke did come down.
Wow.
Man, that's rough, just taking up a space in there.
Right, but it is a 4 early on, but obviously
Yeah.
for 2 rounds it's dead weight right now, and it's $24 that I'm not using. So instead of 11, I'm gonna go ahead and pay 7 for
Good
that
deal.
bad boy. So I think that worked out. Not the end of the world.
And 46, man,
So, wow, look at all this.
this is pretty wild.
So 50 goes to the bottom of the deck.
When we get to bureaucracy,
Sorry, not yet. Sorry,
Yep.
I'm ahead of myself. All right, cool.
we're all ahead of ourselves on this.
Right.
We
Way through
didn't
so
teach
far.
the whole thing.
Right,
Yeah, yeah.
that's it. Right.
Forgotten.
That's our
base
story,
rules.
and we're sticking to it. There you go.
All right, buying raw materials. I get first crack at it. I will take a coal
And
for a
we're
buck,
done.
and then I'm done.
I will go ahead and buy an oil for 1. Oh, I'm trying to steal from the bank.
Overpaid coal and oil are 1, but there's not a lot of them. Yeah.
And I'll
Don't
buy
know.
an oil for
Are you
1.
sure you don't want coal?
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You sure?
I can use both, so yeah.
All right.
I chose the one that might harm my opponent.
So I'll go ahead and buy another coal for a buck. Okay. Marnie?
Oh, me again.
Yep.
Yay.
I'm
You're done,
at capacity.
done? Hallelujah.
I am not allowed to buy anymore.
Cool.
I'll spend 2 for the oil. And actually, we can't buy. Oh, you're done. Oh, no, you can
No,
buy
we're not.
one more.
She could
right?
buy 4 more. You can still store double.
You're right. I
Yeah,
apologize.
it's just
go
the-
ahead. Yep.
Yeah.
Marnie?
Me? Will pay 2 for some coal.
And I too shall pay. Well, actually, hold on. $2 isn't really going to matter, I don't think. Wow, it gets really expensive outside of Bangalore. Probably should have looked at that. I will spend $2 to, you know what? I'll go and get another oil. And I'm maxed out. Actually, I'm not. I can still keep buying, so check that.
Could buy 2
So
more
Marnie,
oil.
back
Yep.
to you.
Back to me. Let's see.
31
I'm
bucks.
hopefully.
Yeah, we're
gonna-
playing with the Meeple Realty.
Do
I'm sorry, the
some
Meeple Source
Yeah.
I can only
components
power
on
3
this as well.
cities.
All right. Hey, Big Jim, member of the herd, number 721. If you go to Geneva, Ohio, I-90 East, mile marker 218, and need a brake stop, I'll be tracking on Slack for the cross-country trip. That is detailed, James. I thoroughly appreciate that. Now I want to just on principle. But send me an email or hit me up on Slack would be the best way. Okay? And cool. Sounds good, James. Yeah, Brookline. Awesome.
I'll go ahead and pass on buying more resources right now.
All right. So
And I too shall pass. So we're
Okay.
done buying resources.
on to building, and that's me. I'm
It is.
going to go up to Surat for 16.
And I'm going to go out on a limb and say, you are done, sir.
That is quite a solid limb.
All right, so looking at this here, I could go south, but that's pretty secure for me right now, all of those areas. So the question is, do I want to try and encroach? Right.
Could
Oh,
someone bump me up to 3?
Thank you, good call. I could start trying to encroach a little on the other folks' stuff. But looking at this right now, they're going to start battling up here, so I don't think I need to really do that. So I'm going to go ahead and go south, not by taking money off the table, i.e. poker euphemism, but $19 there. Get a buck back, can't afford to build anymore, and yellow 2 is at 3.
Okay.
And Ms. Marnie?
I will.
Hey, welcome,
first
James.
pay 23 to build in Jabapur. So I need
First.
7 back.
And it's safe to say when I'm driving cross country here, Jess and I are going to be road tripping. we're probably not going to be up for too many game days after being on the road 8-9 hours each day. But we will do meetups at each stop. Okay, so like dinner and like a drink or something before we crash out. So something like that. Okay. All right.
So,
Ready?
all done?
Yeah. So we built.
Unfortunately, yes.
So we built
Okay.
3. We're
So,
safe.
no
With
power
my
outages
8
here.
remaining dollars.
No
We'll do
in
nothing.
there. All right. Power some cities.
And you must.
Ooh.
Yes. And you're first.
I
So
power 3 cities.
And I
Receive
too will be
44.
powering
you
3.
could,
Right. So here we go. We're all powering 3
40.
cities. So that's going to be $44 for each of us.
4.
20, 30. Could I get a 10, please?
yeah.
Thanks. So 44 each. There.
44.
There. I need to pay my resources, so that's 2 here, and we'll go a coal.
You took the money before you
Yeah,
paid
I
your
did.
resources?
I did.
Shame.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, it seems a bunch of y'all are surprised that this is going. Don't forget that we do the weekly look ahead, and hopefully folks are seeing that. Yeah, okay. So the weekly look ahead, granted, it isn't normally on a Friday, I apologize. But because of this, we wanted to do it early.
And now we restock. So the 50 did get sent to the bottom now.
All right, so 5 there,
Restock.
2, 1, cow manure, and
And a uranium.
there we go. Not my anium. It's your anium. Terrible. I know. I'll see myself out. You know
All right.
what? They're kicking me out of the state in a week, anyways. All right, go ahead,
All right, turn order. We're all at 3 cities,
Stace.
but we've bought new power plants. So
Correct.
15. I have the biggest. I become player 1.
Michael,
And Marnie is
Green is
player
player
2.
1. Yep.
I support this. All right, cool. All right.
All right.
So we go into the new round.
Oh man.
Power plants for auction, beginning with green, bottom row only.
Well, I can't not bid on 25. So.
Oh, sure you could. You could say 6, 9, or 24.
25 is all that can come out of my mouth.
Okay. it
25.
happens.
24. 25.
Okay.
Yep.
The pen is red. Hey, what's up,
So-
Vince?
25 onto you.
Is the new-
26.
The new PG deck available anywhere. The new power plant deck is, I think it's on Amazon.
I'll go.
Yeah, the extra rules are specific to this map. With the resource market is the big one, and garbage plants being less efficient.
You said 26, Marnie?
I did. Especially because Michael really wants that big power plant.
I'll go
and-
28,
Well, who doesn't want that big power plant?
right?
I know.
It's 5.
But if I
Let's
keep you
see.
from it, maybe you'll keep your starting power plants until the end.
And Harvey, I've said that the first stop's likely to be Kansas City, but I haven't made that, we haven't decided that for the entire route. I will be publicizing that next week, okay?
Let's see.
Hey, can one of the mods link to it on Amazon, the new power grid, the new power plants?
I'll pass.
Okay, what are we at?
20, I said 8.
I think 8.
Yeah.
29. Sounds great.
Wow.
I've got to play with a variant sometime where once someone ups the price by a certain amount, that's the new minimum raise.
Yeah, I like that. All right, so I really was wanting to get outbid on this, but the math says that it's going to be lower than 32. But that going for 29 seems embarrassingly light.
I don't know. I'm worried whatever happens in this auction, the chat's going to be like, no, this is what you guys should have done. You guys are overpaying for this. Or
I'm
not for
okay
that.
with 30 for that, actually. I really am okay with that.
So 30?
Yeah.
Marnie. $10.05 on Amazon. Oh yeah, right, because the automod blocks off links or something.
No, we
Or-
just only mods can link.
Oh, okay.
We did that just to avoid any spamming and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Easy way to block off some
Yeah.
of the spam. Yeah.
Right. You could always bid
31.
100. Okay.
Never
Too
gonna
soon?
let-
Is it too
Never!
soon?
It's too soon.
It
It'll-
is too soon.
It'll never
It
not
was
be
too soon about 30 seconds after it happened.
Okay.
Of course, it was too soon. Then.
I'll go 32. But that's probably as high as I'm willing to go. Thank you, mods.
33.
It's yours.
Thanks.
3.
I feel like that. I don't see, and
Seems
that's an
super
interesting
valuable.
thing. I don't know if I made a mistake there or if that was just shrewd bidding on my part. I really don't know.
14 pops up.
I
So
mean, the 25's
Marnie's-
a permanent, right? Think of it that
Could
way,
be,
right?
yeah.
A 5, a 6, 6, and 5 put you at 17.
Yeah, so Marnie's out, but I'm still player 1, so I will still start off the bidding.
I'll
I'll
just
go
sit
for,
back and relax now
Yeah,
while they
yeah.
hash it out.
I'll go for 14. Oh, yeah, I guess I need to
That's okay.
raise it up.
Raise it up.
So, thinking out loud here and hoping Michael doesn't use this against me. My thinking is, I'm good if I let that go for 14 and a power plant 34 or higher comes out, I get that free wind. And if I don't, do I consider taking the uranium? It means I'm dead for this round. I get that.
But it's only one round away.
It's
now
only
instead
one
of
round
two.
because it's guaranteed to be bought up or available right there, and nobody else can buy it, and there's nothing else out here. So maybe against my better judgment, but I think I'm gonna let that go. Go ahead. I
Is
think
it
it's
just
yours
14?
for 14.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't know if that's again a huge mistake or not, but
We will see.
yeah. I don't know. All right, so here we go. Come on, 34 or 38.
Ooh, wow. Crazy power plant drops.
I'll pay 32 for that, I think. Let me double check. So that leaves me 23. That dog will hunt. Yes, don't mind if I do. So I'll take the free.
It's a pretty good freebie.
I think so. I'm pretty happy with the way that came out. And I played, that was my logic, right? Was trying to shoot for the uranium, but if not, then hopefully that would come out, and that worked out.
I now have a question.
Yeah.
We now have
Since
an answer.
I have 2 power plants that can take 3 oil, and I'm required to power the number of cities I can power, does that mean I have no choice but to power this one if I have oil?
You get to choose which power plant to use.
Okay, so I could
It's
still
just-
choose to power
Yeah.
the 2.
yeah.
It's just if you're at a point where you have resources left that could be used on one of your plants that hasn't been used yet, you're obligated
Okay.
to.
I don't know why I would choose to do 2 instead of 5, but
But it might make sense with a different power plant combo.
right.
Sure. Okay, so now we buy resources, correct? And starting with me. Did we refilled last? Yeah, we did. Didn't
Oh, we just did. Yeah, we did.
So
Too many low plants now. He'll have to replace one soon.
Yeah.
Yes, I will be replacing them this time. That
Right.
was my mistake last time.
All right, so buying raw materials now.
But I'm good for a couple city builds anyway.
23, 16, 4. You know what? I'll go ahead and buy a coal for $1.
For a buck.
I'm pretty happy with getting that. I think I'm not upset with it, getting it at face value. Marnie, resources?
Or resource, just one.
Fair point.
So I am unfortunately in a position where if I buy resources, I will not be able to build any power plants this round.
Build any
But
generators.
if I don't get any resources, then I
ain't
will
getting
get no
no
more
cash.
money.
Well, you are getting, you'll
So-
get $22 because you get your wind farm, right?
Do I even power grid, bro? Well, last time that
Power
same
one.
question was asked, it might have been you. I don't remember who asked it, but it was definitely no that time, so
He's good at reviewing it.
TBD.
I think I have to do resources.
Well, I had to lose on the last stream because I was on a
over
win streak.
Right, wow.
Off camera.
building this round. So let's go ahead. Will they even help me long term? Nope. I'll pass.
Wow.
Passing on building, on buying.
I have.
Yikes.
I think the $22 I'll get from my cheapo is worth,
Stalling.
wasting all that money on resources just to get
You know what?
44.
Because I can move that there and this can take the coal, I don't see a reason not to, and take the last cheapie for $1. Done.
And then I'll buy another
Brian's
coal.
like, yeah, it was me too then.
Okay, that makes sense. Yep.
It's all you.
So I just did one coal. You could have bought some resources and
I guess I'm not.
You can-
not quite.
yeah,
enough.
if you bought less
Right.
than 3, you'd be able to store
Well,
it.
thanks for telling me now. I
Well,
already
oh.
passed.
It's right there. I'm gonna take Michael's side on this one.
Sorry, I
Right.
don't mind winding it back for the
Game
No.
states changed.
game
Sorry.
states changed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No MacGuffins when you're streaming.
Yeah.
Mulligans.
Mulligans?
There you go.
MacGuffin,
whatever.
Well,
Those M words,
um,
right?
Yeah, and then I'm not gonna buy any more because if I would buy more, I'd be obligated to. Or I wouldn't be because I'm not gonna have 7
A misleading
cities.
plot device in
Right.
a movie, and that's what I intended to say.
Yeah, I'm good on resources.
All right, so
on to
building.
Building.
All right, so I'm going
Edward.
to continue moving south. I feel safe looking at our money. We're not going to build 7.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go and throw that down for 16.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm just gonna now. Every time I play Power Grid, I'm just gonna imagine Brian haunting
over
me.
over his shoulder. Do you even power grid, bro?
No, I don't. And then in Slack, people were saying I was like they were talking about having guests that were experts on games. It's like, whoa, I didn't say I was an expert.
So I just paid 18, and
Up
I think I'm
to.
gonna go here.
Oh, good call. And what's the name of it?
Bhopal?
Yep.
Bhopal?
Which the reason I know that city is the horrible
Oh.
Union Carbide thing that happened. They had a gas leak and didn't tell the city, and hundreds, if not thousands, of people were killed.
Oh,
and Union
man.
Carbide got
Yeah.
off scot-free, essentially.
Yikes!
Horrible. Back in
awful.
the 70s or maybe it was the 80s. Oh, it was terrible. It's horrible. That happened in Bhopal.
Okay.
History lesson.
All right. So
Okay.
you've each built just one. I'm also building just one. And that'll be here in
Yep, there you go. See? Tony.
Pune?
Where is it? Pune?
Pune.
Okay.
I don't.
Or Pune?
Puny.
Pune. Yeah. All right,
I
so
think Pune sounds probably more likely.
there you go. All right, so we're all at 4. We're done building.
Done building.
And now
Power cities, and I must spend all my coal.
I do not have to spend any of mine because I can only power 4 cities, and that's good. So I am powering 4 cities, empowering, if you will. So 54 back.
So 454. Marnie, what are you powering?
I power one city with my free wind energy for $22. Or electro, for being
Right.
technical
Electro. Right.
1984. All right, there we go. Right, there you go, Harvey.
here. Isn't there a song about that date?
Maybe.
About the.
No, I don't know.
No,
about
not
that.
about
So,
that.
Glory to Pune. I like that. That's nice. All right, so that's all. Everyone got their money, and now
So now we send 46 to
The
stage
graveyard.
3. Yep. And what's coming next?
21. Ooh.
Yeah, we had to slow down with all these
Yeah.
big ones dropping.
I'm really, really, really okay with that.
Yeah. And then restock. Only 3 coal are available for the restocking.
2 oil. 1 garbage. And, oh. The uranium is now in play.
Ooh, cross the border.
There we go. The Rubicon has been crossed.
All right.
Yep.
Turn
Did we
order.
rearrange?
It stays in that order. Oh no,
Are
it goes
you
by
sure?
power
'Cause
plant.
No, it
I
goes by
have
power
the
plants.
highest.
No, I
think.
do. 32.
Oh,
I'm first.
Yes.
So Edward is 1, Marnie is 2, and I'm 3.
So I didn't move. I thought I was going to have to be first because of my 25.
Yeah.
But
Um,
All right.
all right. So Edward, will you be bidding on a power plant?
You know,
Hey, wait a minute. I have just as many small power plants as everyone else does. 124, 124, 125. Brian's in my head.
I can't shake him. I like to put nothing up for auction this turn.
Edward passes. Marnie.
I also pass being extremely poor at this time.
Yeah. I have a theoretical capacity of 7 cities, but in order to actually get there, I'm going to have to spend some cash on cities instead of power plants. So no power plants will be bought this round, which means we kill the lowest one.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye. All right.
Ooh.
26. There we go.
More green.
Exciting.
Okay. All right. There we go.
On to buying raw materials.
Starting with green.
Hey, look at that.
You don't have to, remember.
I'll take a coal.
Actually, this worked out perfect. The fact that all yours are coal and I wanted to buy 1 oil, and Marnie can only buy 1 of those, max.
Yep.
Yep.
And I will spend the $1
A
and
different round robin. And coal for me. And Marnie.
2 for oil.
I like to purchase no more.
Okay. 2 for a coal.
Formerly spelled Puna.
And
Okay.
2 for oil.
Okay, and then I'll pass on buying any more, so resource market is all yours, Marnie.
Let's see. Right now, I have an acceptable amount of money to build something, so I'm not going to keep buying resources.
Okay, so we're done. So now we go into building, starting with Michael.
Let's go. Oh man, it's all getting expensive. The other players are closing in around me. Okay, so 20 to go up to Indora. Another 21 to go down to Goa. Is that the Goa from the?
It is
game?
good. It is. It is.
Just making change for 5 there, and then that's the money I'm spending so far. So I have enough to pay for a $14 connection. So I'll go Nagpur. Oh, that would trigger step 2. Not sure if I have any incentive to trigger or not trigger it, really.
So you are currently at 6 now.
Yeah, I'll hold off at 6.
Okay.
And that's 41 total.
Cool.
And you built 2 this turn. Okay.
Yep, and keeping them face up since we're
Yep.
at risk.
We are with Daddy
With all
Warbucks
this
over
cash,
here.
yeah.
Yep. Marnie
And I'm going to go for Nagpur.
for
And I am-
18.
Yeah, 17.
From the north.
And I
stand
am
corrected.
blissfully happy to be able to
Blissfully.
buy resources and build a single city in one turn, given
It's
my
like progress.
hefty investment last turn.
Oh boy, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? So I I know I'm going to build 2 for sure, so that's going to be 36 for sure. So there's 36, and the 2 I'm building are that for 17 and this for 19, which means 36. That puts me at 6 as well. And Michael
if you-
can also fuel 6.
Mm-hmm. And if you go up to 7, that will start step 2, which means this will get kicked off and the resource rates will be different, and we'll be able to start building in the 15 spots.
Which I don't know if I want that yet. But I could. Now we've built 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could build 1 more without any. And I do have the resources to be able to power 7. And 7 is going to allow me to make 82 as opposed to 73. But it puts me in the worst shape for everything.
I feel like it would feel odd to have the 15 spot open up right now, just because I don't feel like we're on top of each other yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Usually there's a lot more like desperation for that spot.
I think I'm going to keep it there. I think I'm going to keep it at 6. So I too will move there. I'm still, well, hold on. I'm already in last, aren't I? 32.
Already in the bad spot.
You know what? Actually, I am going to go ahead and build the 7th in that case because I'm already in last. Can I even afford it? Hold on. I don't think I can.
Let's see.
24, I think, is my cheapest option. So I don't think I can I?
We'll have 22.
No. So we're staying at 6. Just kidding. Doesn't matter.
Oh, so it is.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
All right.
All right.
So you stopped at 6,
Stopped
right?
at 6. I had to. Correct.
Cool.
So.
Get money.
Yep. So here we go. So, Marnie, how many are you? You're at 6 as well, right? No, you're at 5.
I only have built 5,
All right, so Marnie's getting
I get
64. Michael and I are getting 73. I need cash, guys.
I need to
Okay.
turn in my stuff. Oh, sorry.
Here's a
A
mini bank for you.
Yep. Graceful. Okay.
So graceful.
All right. So I'm only working 6, so it's that and those. So 73, 50, 60, 70. 3.
Okay. And then, was that all the coal that was used?
Yeah, I used 2 oil and
You're still
that's
sitting on
it.
a couple.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go. Take care, Tony.
So we send 42 to the
Hi,
bottom.
Sasha.
Reveal 23.
Wow.
All right.
All right. All right, so turn order stays.
Restocking, and then we could do turn
Okay,
order.
actually
Or we
switch
could do
purple
turn
and
order.
green.
Yep.
Okay. Hi, I'm in last place.
Garbage can't get cheaper.
Woo! This is the only game where you're ever happy to be in last place.
Right,
These
Or maybe
resources
not
are
the
also
only
cheap.
but definitely one of them.
Okay. So, Edward, would you like to buy a power plant?
I would. We'll start that at 24.
I will pass.
So,
I should
for
just
those
grab a
joining
couple
late,
greens.
remember it's always +1 trash, so that's actually going to take 4 trash to power.
But it can still only hold double what's printed.
Which is 6, which means it can't even get double capacity.
Yep.
I will also pass.
Oh man.
Wow.
I didn't want it, but I was too scared to drive the price up for you.
Wow. I'll be honest, I did not expect that. So I have a choice now. Because I would lose the 2 coal if I get rid of that 1. Oh, we're punting on coal.
All right.
Yeah.
tossing resources in India? I
Yeah.
feel like that should be a
Right,
crime.
seriously. Well, no, not gonna make the joke. All right,
All
cool.
right. I will bid on 21. Marnie, you would do like 21? 4 garbage for 5 cities.
What?
I feel like this game is played out completely
No.
different for me than
Pass.
the way the first one went.
You don't have them yelling at you for every power plant
There is
purchase.
that, right?
But you won, didn't you?
I did.
Everyone just doubted you all throughout.
Right. Well, I doubted me all. So there's that. Okay. All right, Marnie.
Any
What
of
would you
those?
like?
Face
Any
value?
of those? Got any money burning a hole in your pocket?
You know, I really don't. I think I want to wait until a later round.
Okay. So we're done with
I'm
the power
passing,
plants
yeah.
then. So buying raw materials.
Marnie's up for that.
Ooh, I'm gonna buy stuff. Woo! Let's do.
Just one at a time, though. Not to kill your.
Right,
Let's do
your
some
joy,
oil
right.
first.
Still just one at a time. I will take a coal for a
I
buck.
need oil.
And Edward.
All right. I'll take the uranium for 2.
Marnie.
More oil, please. For 2.
And coal for a buck.
You know what? Nobody can build another uranium, so there's no reason to pay the extra buck.
Yeah, because it'll come
It'll
back
drop
down to
back
2
down
next
to
turn.
2, so there's no reason. Well, hold on. These numbers will probably change. What are they going to for
So
next phase?
uranium actually stays at 1 for the whole game.
Okay.
Oil stays at 2 for the whole game.
Okay, so these 2 here do not change.
Garbage is 1, and then it'll go up to 3, and then up to 4.
Okay.
Coal at 5 right now will go up to 6, and then down to 4.
Okay, cool. So in that case, I'm done buying resources.
So Marnie.
I need more oil. I don't want to break these 10s. It's very sad.
So you get 8 back.
Yes.
Okay. And then $2 for coal. And back to Marnie.
And when
Yep,
does the second
$2 for
phase
coal.
trigger?
So it triggers when someone has built 7 cities.
Right.
And
in the
then
middle of their
we-
turn?
It doesn't actually start until powering cities in the next,
Okay, got
in
it.
the next part of the
Okay. All right.
turn. Sorry, was it back to me?
Oh yeah, totally, Harvey. That's
Garbage.
super safe.
1 garbage.
All right, Marnie.
A coal.
Garbage.
Back to Marnie.
Back to Marnie.
I need just a second.
Making change.
No. Okay.
You what? 37.
Bargain basement uranium sounds safe.
Totally, totally.
So I can only build up to 7. So I'm trying to think if I would rather, like if I buy the 3rd coal, then I would be required
You
to
have to
power
trigger it. Yep.
all 7. Yeah, that seems good. I'll do it.
Okay.
And another garbage. More cap ice.
And Marnie, any more?
Nope.
Okay, Michael.
One more cow pie.
Good.
Done.
Okay.
All right, so we're building, starting with Marnie.
All right. I'm going to go from Sambapur to Dhanbad for
Yep.
18.
Okay. And you don't need to stand them up because we can only build in 4 more cities, so it's impossible to hit 7.
Oh, interesting.
Right. And then I'm going to
Another
build
19.
in Calcutta for 20. Or 19, yes. I'm
Okay.
putting 20 in. I'm
you
taking
go.
1 back.
Okay. And then
And
what's
one more
your
city? And that triggered it. We're now at 7. I need 1 generator.
Okay.
Ah, I mean, I actually get to put my little piece
right.
there when I pay for it. I'm so
Michael.
excited.
Okay.
Well, wait. Yeah, you can't afford to build anymore. So, Michael, you're
I
up.
cannot.
Okay, so going to, oh man, Hyderabad? Hyderabad?
Yeah, go with it.
It's mostly what the stream is watch people mispronounce
Oh,
Indian
totally,
cities.
totally.
Yeah. So that'll be 23, and then another 23.
You don't have to build anymore.
But I think I want to, or if I stop at 7, then I don't have to spend any coal. But then I'm only at 7, so I'm not jumping ahead on the turn order. So maybe I do stop there. Yeah, so we'll stop there for 23.
So it's mine for 27 if I want it, huh?
Looks that way. Costco uranium. It'll not only power your cities, but your fish will have 3 eyes, and your veggies will be huge. Try playing on the Japan map and
I
pronounce
think
that.
I'm good. I'm not building.
Not building?
Not building.
Gonna jump down to player 3.
Yep. Manipulate turn order here.
All
you know
right.
that whole catch-up mechanic.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so before we do bureaucracy, we deal with step 2 starting.
Okay.
Step 2, phase 2, whatever.
So
that wall moves up to 5 and 6.
those are now available for purchase.
We kill the lowest power plant. And 31 comes out.
Remember, that's 2 trash.
And now in the resource or refills change, so this goes up to 6.
And this goes up to
3.
there we go. Okay.
And then now we can build in the second space on each city for $15.
Okay.
So power cities, get money. Edward, you're player
I'm
1.
first,
or-
right? So I have to. I have no oil, so I have more than 4, so I have to spend that uranium. So I will. So I have 6. 6 cities is going to be 73 cash. I'll pay 2. Get 75 done.
And then I have 7 cities built. I'll use my garbage with the +1. It's 4 garbage. And that powers me 7 cities. And then since I have no more cities possible to power, I hold on to my coal. So that's $82.
And I will also power all of my cities, 7. To pay all of my stuff, and I get $82.
Yep. So you have what? Okay, yeah. So 7 is 82. Okay. Okay. So everybody get your cash.
Yep.
2 more up there. There we go. All right,
Okay,
Marnie,
so-
get your cash.
Got cash.
Yep.
So now we send the highest power plant to the bottom. And 36 is coming up next.
I feel so rich. I have green ones now.
And now we
Right.
can restock and do turn order. If the turn order's changed at all.
Oh, I think it has.
So Edward's the new player 3,
yes.
that much is certain. So Edward and Marnie swap, it looks like.
That's
Based on power
unfortunate.
plant number.
Yep.
So
25 to 21.
21. Yep. There we go. I'm good with that. Okay.
Cool.
Yes, you must power your cities if you have the energy with this map, Greg.
Yeah, that's an exception for this map.
Yep. Okay. So new auction starting with Marnie. Remember, this is double trash, or +1 trash, I should say.
2 and can't store any. But if you've already got one of these, you can store all the trash you need.
That is a fact, Jack.
Oh man.
I'm not even gonna try it. I saw it. I'm not even gonna try it.
I'll go 26.
26. Wind
Free
power
par.
3.
Free par, huh?
Oh man.
I like to not bid on this power plant.
That is all yours for 26.
I was hoping I'd get it for
The
face
wind
value.
ones have been going for pretty cheap,
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Toss this
Hold on.
guy.
It's out of the game?
Well, not this one, but
Right, wow.
or was
The
that
important ones. Sorry, my bad. What is that?
10.
Wow.
That's a bummer.
Wow. All right, Michael.
Well,
I assure you it's yours for free.
yeah. Really looking into bigger capacity than 4 at this time. So
I'm so glad I passed right
I'm
now.
a pass.
Oh, you're not putting anything up?
No. So you face value for you if you want anything there.
I choose not to. Thank you.
All right.
So we
but-
start with resources now, right?
Yep. And that's you.
All right, I'll spend $2 for an ore.
Okay. I'll take a coal for $1 while it's $1.
I will do an oil for 2.
I'll do an oil for 3.
Let's see. Oh, I'm the only one in coal now.
Hey, Adam.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, garbage for 1.
Marnie?
I'll take an oil for 3.
Actually, you can go ahead and buy both those. I'm not going to. So here, just to
Oh.
save some time here.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So for me, I'm gonna go ahead and buy both of these. I'm the only one in it for 5 total.
So, yeah, I'm gonna just buy $4 worth of garbage.
There you go. So you bought just 3. Marnie had bought 2. I bought 2, so it's back to Marnie. Skipping you if I want to buy another, but I don't. So
Yeah.
Marnie.
Like everything that I'm in, no one else is in. So
Right, yeah.
Let's see.
Hey, Louise. All right, appreciate it. Thanks. Welcome.
No, I'll be done.
All right, you're done,
I'm done there. Yep.
Michael.
I will pass.
Okay, so we're done buying resources. So now we're building, and phase 2 has activated. All right.
Yep. So $15 spots are open. Open season.
Yeah. All right.
Since we might have a power outage this round.
That's up to y'all. So that's going to be 29, 40, and 30 is 70. So 29 plus 11 is 40, and then the 2 15s is 30. Sorry, 40 and 30 is 70, right? So that's 29, 40, and that yeah, that's $70 right there. I'll get a nickel back. There. So that just bumped me up to 9. And what's the connection there? One more for 19, and I can power.
Wait.
I will.
I was looking at the wrong city on your connection when I was trying to add up yours.
All right, no worries.
Okay.
And that's going to be done. So that should be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cities.
Oof.
The turn of the yellow player is complete.
1, 2, 3, 4. You
Yep.
built
So
4.
if we build 3 between the two of you, we will have a power outage, which is minus $3 per city built, meaning my income will be minus 30 right now,
Yep.
whereas it will be minus 21 for y'all right now. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so
Exactly, Graham.
Right.
That's what Brian said is exactly why I bought the second one,
oh, there's
because it's only going to refill
cheap
one,
stuff.
and there's competition. So I'm guaranteeing myself that $3 one. So no harm, no foul.
Okay, so 23 to go there. 29 to go there. Which is 52 so far. And then 15 to go here. Which is 67 running total.
Yeesh.
And that puts me at 10.
that would be your change. for
Now
what
I'm
you have
starting
there.
to feel trapped because I can't go the places I've already been before.
Right.
Yeah.
And this already
And
looks
that's
very
why,
crowded.
and that right there is why I stopped at 6 and didn't go to 7.
Then we'll also go.
One more
let's see,
generator
2,
built, and we will have a
$4.
brownout.
Yeah, it's happening. And then that's another $24 to go over here. So my total is 91. So 75, 80, 91.
There you go. Yep. Yeah, you're good.
Just
Okay.
showing the camera. All right. So now we could lay them all down since it's
Yeah, because we're
officially happened, right?
guaranteed going
It's
to build
happening.
more than 7. We built 8.
Yeah.
It's happening.
I did read that some players like to do this anyway because it can help keep track if you need to like backtrack or whatever
Okay.
or double check everything.
Okay.
So
All right.
not totally unreasonable.
All
Marnie.
right, for me, I will be building an Indeer for 19.
You know what? I just realized that I've been breaking the rule. I haven't been saying the cities. I'm sorry.
Did I say all of mine? I definitely didn't say this one. Vishakhapatnam? Vishakhapatnam?
that
That
first
was
one sounded
A
amazing.
very beautiful attempt,
I
whether
was,
it's
you know
right
what?
or
I
not.
was
You were
buying
convinced.
it. Yeah.
And
Okay.
then Shania.
Oh, it's one.
Shania Nai. Okay.
Did not
Favorite PG expansion?
realize.
I think this is the only one I've played.
This is my first time
Yeah.
not on the US or Germany map.
Okay.
I am most displeased. Where I was going has been taken.
Well, you got those as obvious.
So I think
In-
I'm going to do that one for 25.
Surat.
Surat.
Surat. So how many are you at now? You're at 9?
I'm at 9.
Oof.
And I don't think I
Ahead of
can
that.
actually afford anything else, but
I
I don't
reckon
want to
not.
build more than I can
All right.
power anyway.
So that's it for building. So now power what you can power, which I can power all 10 of mine here. So
And-
before we take money, so I'm powering 10. Okay.
Okay.
Michael?
Yeah, I'm powering all 11.
Okay. And Marnie?
I am powering all 9.
Okay. So now, so it's 9, 10, and 11 respectively. So we'll start with first player, which is Marnie. She's powering 9. 9 of them. It would be $98. However, it's 3 times 9, which is 27, which means she's only making $71 for Marnie.
Sad.
For me, I would make 105, but 30, 3 times 10 means I make 75. Okay? Then Michael would make 112. He's actually minus 33, which is 79.
Yep.
And there's our first brownout.
3, 5.
What can
Still is a
brown
decent
do
amount.
for you? My one treat to myself, right there. That's what they could do to me.
They brought your phone today?
They brought my phone today. My first new phone in 4 years.
Wow.
So that was cool. All right.
Nice.
That's awesome.
All right. We need to send a power plant to the bottom.
All right. And this, yeah, never mind. No,
Oh,
we're good. We're already in
This does eliminate since we actually passed 10
10.
cities. Which have already
Okay.
been.
So that goes away as
Okay.
well.
So we have these two coming out.
So 34 and
And
28
jumps right down into the market.
Okay. There we go.
And restocking raw materials and redoing turn order.
So it's still 2 oil. Always and
Okay,
forever.
so
Always
Michael
and forever.
is going to be player 1. Edward's going to be player 2.
And Marnie,
I
last,
am
but
last.
first in our hearts. All right.
And first in purchasing
Yeah, there is
resources
that.
and building, so
Thank you.
there's that too.
All right.
Yep. So that means I
Take
get
care,
to
Vincent. Thanks for hanging.
start an auction for one of these power plants, huh?
Well, you don't have to. In the game of Power Grade, you can
Yeah.
elect to say "niet."
Yeah. 5. I want bigger than 5.
I want more.
You got a while till you're
Do
going to see
have a
that.
while. Yeah. But what if I started a bid on one of these and someone else took it, and then I got to have something else drop down? That would be neat, right? I'm at capacity right now, so that's kind of tricky because I need to up my capacity if I want to expand anymore. Let's go 28.
Sorry?
29.
Pass.
Think I'll pass.
Okay. Let's just do this.
And do I get anything good?
40.
40.
Goodbye,
Well, it's
clean
cool,
linen
but it's not
dirty
available
sheets.
yet, so it's not quite so cool.
All right. Yeah, the coal
Yeah.
is cheap, but that requires 3 of it, so that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's why I chose the
need a
Pat
lot of
Plus, assuming that was going to drop.
Yeah, that is a little bit tempting too.
You can pass. I don't mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you did not, because you're the first player and did not win the auction, you get to start another. I know you know, but
Yeah, I gotcha.
pass.
31.
35.
Oh,
Whew.
37.
40.
I'll pass. Yours for 40. And Edward
Sleep
gets
well,
ducks out of
Adam.
the oil game. Thanks for watching.
All right, take care, Adam. Yep, I was, Brian.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Oh, 13
This is a
legit.
travesty. Oh my goodness.
A Travis mockery.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
my
that
soul.
is glorious.
You let him have the nuke?
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Glory
that
to Rome
was-
to number 13. Oh man.
That was dirty.
Oh my goodness.
How you doing tonight, Rita? You doing well? Good? Glad to see. Okay.
Okay. Ouch, that hurts so bad. Trying to think if I could, if I like make a blitz to end the game this round. I don't think I have the cash for it.
What?
So while
round?
he figures
But yeah,
this
no,
out,
that's not happening. Don't worry.
don't
That's-
forget, guys, you can like and subscribe down below. It helps the show, or pledge your HC, as you guys can see, I guess, that
Okay.
way, to
Oof.
support the show as well. That really would help the show. Appreciate it, y'all.
Okay, yeah, I'm passing. So,
Okay.
Marnie gets to buy resources.
Yep.
Let's start. Let's see. There's no more competition with oil, so we're definitely starting with coal.
$3 for the nuke.
Buck for coal.
And $1 for coal.
I'm all set, thanks.
Or?
I guess it's 6 of one, half dozen the other. Check it out. I'm the only one buying nukes, so I'm going to debate whether or not I should buy this now or wait. That's it. But other than that, I can't buy anything else, so it doesn't matter. So I'm effectively out.
Yeah. Wait, so you're passing?
Well,
You're gonna think
I
out
may,
loud.
I may buy this, but I don't want to slow the game down.
Oh, okay.
You see
Sure.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, so that's $1 for coal from me. And Marnie.
And $2 for coal for me.
And $2 of coal for me.
That's good. I'll do... Oh, do I want to?
The
No, no.
tears from brides and bribes are providing the salt for the reactors.
Okay. 3 for oil. Sheesh, the oil got expensive.
Yeah, it's stuck on 2 this whole game. So now just
I am going to go ahead and buy it now.
And then for me saving time, I'll just take garbage and then pass. So 1, 2, 4, and 6. So I think it's all just you now, Marnie.
All right.
That hasn't really come into play in this
3
game. I think it would
for
come into play
oil.
more with more players.
And
The-
Or
then
4 or 5.
The one at a time.
for
Yeah.
an oil.
Yeah, because we've got a lot of
Yep.
spreading out. So maybe that's why 5 players has the best vote on BGG.
I would have to buy them both next turn, or I buy it now and there. So I guess 6 and 1/2 dozen the other. But because of what it is, I'm thinking about trying to do. I can't end the game, so I am going to go and buy it now, and it's a cow's opinion. So
Yeah.
it's moo. All right, cool. We're done. So Marnie, your build, ma'am.
Okay, so we can do 27 for,
Sorry, just make a change.
what did we say, Hyderabad.
Okay. Here, if you want, give me generators, and I'll throw them out here. I don't know
Cool.
how many you're building, but
I'm thinking out loud here.
Okay.
I only
Oops.
have
Whoa.
21.
Earthquake. sorry.
I don't know. I don't think I can go anywhere else. I'm too poor.
You're at 28. I'm at 32. You're at 21. So if I build one,
Oh, wait, so that was this?
yeah. So okay. So I'm up. So if I build one, I'm going last. So if I'm building one, let's go for it. So I have 111. So I'm definitely building, that hurt a little bit, but that's going to be 32. $54. $54 and 23, 77.
Yep. So the natural gas in the deluxe edition kind of replaces trash, but the power plant deck is different, so it's not exactly a 1-to-1 correspondence there. And then I think in the deluxe, the hybrids are natural gas and oil instead of coal and oil.
Marnie, how many are you at? 10?
How many cities?
7, 8,
Or-
9. Yep, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Michael, you're 11. I bumped
I'm
them.
at
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Done. That's all I'm building. That's all I can
Alright.
power. Ergo, that's all I'm building.
Oh, and you hit 13?
I did hit 13.
Oh, that's nice. I'm happy about that. Oh,
Yay!
Okay.
I'm so happy.
remove step 3 in the lowest power plant from actual markets. Don't draw replacements.
Okay.
And then step 3 will start in the next phase.
All right. So
So now
we don't
just
draw
6.
replacements, right?
Yep.
So these
So-
6.
All 6 are available.
Okay. So remember that, guys, that all 6 power plants are now available to be put up for auction.
Yep. But for my turn for building, I still can't build in the 20 spot. But I will not be... Oh, will I not be building at all? Maybe I need to grab some cheap spots. Could grab a cheap spot. How many have we built so far?
1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 4. You can
Okay.
build up to 2.
I could safely build 2. What are your part? You have.
I'm
you have
powering
bigger plant.
13.
I was looking for that number 32.
Sorry, I'm at 32, correct. Yeah, I'm
So if I-
last. That's why I said if I built 1, I was last. So I might as well
Okay.
go for it, and I did.
Okay, so I could build 2 without becoming player 1.
You can, but you can only power 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's going to be the same either way.
Thanks, Jess. Yeah, like and subscribe, guys. That really does help the show very much.
Actually, that's
There's 60 of you all out there.
$15
Appreciate the thumbs.
connections. That's $20 in connections. So I'm going to come down here. Oh, okay, I'm going to go over here for $24 to
Yep.
Coimbatore.
Okay.
It was an attempt. And then $21 over to Madurai.
Okay.
So that's 45 in total.
All right.
And if I were to build one more, that would be the outage, right?
Yeah, we built
Don't
6 so
round me
far.
up, man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Don't do
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
I want my money.
I will not do that.
Okay, so you
I'm
built
at,
2 more.
Yep, so I'm at 13.
All right,
And
so
then
turn
draw.
order is going to go yellow, green, purple. Marnie, if you'll change that.
Okay. And
All right, so
then-
the 3s are now available to be built.
Yep,
So
but first
the-
we need
the
to
third space. Just reminding folks.
yeah.
Okay.
power and get paid. So I power all of mine, and I get paid for all 11, so that's 112.
Okay, so Michael powering 11 for 112. I'm powering 13 for 124. And Marnie,
I'm powering 10 for
there you
105.
go. So 124. Buck back. Can I have a? That's fine. That's 125.
I'm going to make these smaller.
All right. So what happens now with that? Replenish.
Oh, we need to fix those numbers.
Oh, okay. For round 3 or
Yeah.
phase 3, what
Coal
is
is
this?
now 4,
Okay.
so we actually lose a couple of those. Oil remains 2.
Yep.
Garbage is now 4, and uranium remains 1.
Okay. There we go. And we refill the market.
Yep. Oops. Oh, and we're on to step 3. Oh, we need to move the wall. as well.
Oh, we do. Well, the wall
Or the wall is gone.
comes down.
Yep.
Crumbling down, technically. Hey, Robert, what's up? Well, that's where we're at. Michael just powered 11 cities. I powered 13. Marnie powered all 10 of hers. We are
Yep.
going into the power plant. And we're
yep.
in phase 3 now, so all the market is open. I think you're caught up.
Yeah. All right. Edward will start us off.
Oh, I do, don't I?
Yippers. I don't like that. Oh,
A moment.
man. Mm-hmm. Much more peaceful than the last power grid stream. Maybe it's the discount uranium leaking, sedating everyone with mutation. I think a big part of it is that it's 3 players instead of 4. Maybe. Maybe not.
Slash, we're all
We're all
less
thinking too much.
comfortable, so there's more thinking.
We'll start that at
since it's new.
34.
Yeah.
Okay.
Started at 34?
Yep.
Is me, right? Yeah. Okay. 34. I will pass.
Awesome. Marnie?
It's a 6er.
For power plant, let me pass. Pass.
You're passing?
Oh.
Okay. Wow. I almost overbid on that. So 34 and 16 back. Done.
Okay. And I will start bidding now.
And remember,
Let's
all
see.
of these are open, which I forgot. I would have put 36 up for bid
Oh.
or 40. My bad. Yeah, 36 actually. I probably would have put up for bid. So my bad. Tactical error on that one.
Let's see. That's gonna be okay. Yeah, I'll put up 36. Marnie, any interest in 36?
No, pass.
No? Okay. So I get $14 back. Really peaceful auctions this time around.
Right?
And I'm gonna take 40 for face value.
Yep. Well done. All right. so
Goodbye,
real quick,
clean
how-
energy.
All right. So Marnie can power 16.
Mm-hmm.
Michael and I can power 15 each.
Oh, we didn't even. Did Marnie grab that before?
She did.
Did you want number 50 instead of 40? Since you grabbed it before we had actually refilled?
Mm.
Here, do you want a hint?
Yes.
What's me and Edward? We're both at 15.
You're at 16. There's no need.
Yeah.
You can already power more than we can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I can't. Okay.
We're assuming the game ends this round.
Are you?
We are.
Yeah, I'm not getting very far.
All right. So, Marnie, resources. This time we do have to do one at a time.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
We're all intermingled now.
Okay,
All
is
that
there
coal and oil.
there's still some competition for oil, so I
Yeah,
will be
I'm in
going
oil,
3 for the oil.
but it is a hybrid, so
Right. All right, Michael.
coal for $1.
Coal for $1.
Need smaller money.
And Marnie.
Oil for 4.
I guess you do need oil for everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're really in the oil.
Michael.
Coal for 2.
Coal for 2. Marnie.
Coal for 2.
And coal for 2.
And coal for 3. And I'm done. Probably. Maybe.
Probably.
I don't know.
Oil for 4.
Since you're at capacity, but you could drive up prices still.
I could.
Coal for 3.
I pass.
Okay.
Okay. Coal for 3, I guess.
Okay. And then that's coal for 4.
Same here.
And now I'm just buying garbage, so should I just grab the 6 that I need?
Yeah, sure.
Red
1,
hat.
2, 4, 6. Four garbage for $6, and
And
I'm
then
out, so
an oil
whatever you
for
want.
4. Okay. Okay. I think I'm good there.
India has 2 markets. No, I think that's the Korea map that has 2 markets. It's just on this one, you only buy 1 resource at a time instead of all the resources you want. So everyone's done with resources?
Yep.
That means Marnie needs to start building.
Yep.
Okay. 27 to build
Agreed, Greg. As we're able to. Plus, don't forget there's Jess also.
Visakapatam. It's definitely
Okay.
not how you say it.
So
And
27.
then I'm doing, let's go right here, 26
Okay.
for Mumbai.
And another 26 for South Mumbai.
Or just another 20
Or
for South Mumbai.
You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
I don't think I do, because I had to
Okay.
spend all my money
So how
on
many
all
are
this
you at?
oil.
Let's see. 1, 2,
I just
3,
went up
4,
by 2.
5, 6, 7, 8,
12.
9, 10, 11, 12. All right,
Okay.
Michael.
Okay, so Edward and I are both at 15.
So what? Okay, what's the tiebreakers? It's not who can build the most. It's if one of us triggers it at 17. It's who powers the most.
Who powers the most? And then the first tiebreaker is money.
Okay.
And then the second tiebreaker is whoever has the most cities built, which strikes me as a dumb tiebreaker because if you built more cities, then that means you spent more money than the other person. You could have just not spent the money and won the first tiebreaker. So it's
Fair point.
a little odd.
Well, unless you didn't think about that and you were building more thinking the other player would and they held money back.
Yeah, that's
There's
okay.
that, I suppose.
I hadn't thought of
right?
that angle
Okay.
on it. But
Turn order matters, right?
yeah, so basically, I want to build up to 15, blocking you if possible,
There you go.
is basically how this goes.
Which, right now, I can guarantee that I can get up to 16 no matter what.
17 is the end game, though.
Correct.
So,
No, actually, you can't stop me.
okay. I haven't looked ahead, but I
Here's-
seem to have more cash than you, so I can
Oh,
probably
right.
do
So real quick, just 30, 50, 70,
You know what's getting real? The
80,
calculator's
90.
out.
110. Well, you might be able to, actually. I don't know. I might not be able to afford to build everything. So,
Okay.
so I'll let you
so-
play your game.
You're yellow. So basically, I'm just looking for cities that only have purple in them. First off, right?
Okay.
That's the only place where I can actually block you. So 27 to go there.
Yep.
And then
22 to come
another
over that way.
22. Yep. And then
So you're now
I'm just
at-
keeping a running total
Yep.
on my
So you're
calculator.
at 15.
Yep. And then 23 to go up there. And then that puts me at 16.
It does.
And then 24.
Correct.
Oh, I guess if I trigger it and then you only build 16, you might have more cash left over since I was the one that triggered the end.
I only need to build 15.
Oh, yeah. That does change things. I never thought of that, actually. Huh. Okay. Oh, let's just do it.
Okay.
Built it up too much, can't
So
take it away
that's
now.
So it's
24.
over.
Yeah,
90.
it's gonna be
that
over.
So
you're
that's
96.
96.
Okay.
Yep, so I get $4 back.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Marnie built one as 5.
You're welcome, Greg. Glad I could be a woman for you.
All right. So because I can only power 15, and that's tiebreaker, and money is the tiebreaker, spend as little as humanly possible now.
Yep.
So for me, that's going to be a total of 24 to come down there, and it will trigger a brownout.
Ah.
24, and then another 30 is 54. So 54.
So you're gonna win. You have $3 more than me right now, and I'm gonna lose
Yeah.
more on the blackout.
There you go. So there you
Nice.
go. There's the ball game. So
Yeah. Should we make it all official and do the payouts? or
we
just-
can, sure. So
Yeah.
all right. So
Let's
okay.
do
So
it.
it is a brownout, right? So we'll start here. We'll go Marnie.
Okay.
Can you can power 12?
I power, 12.
Okay.
So I get 118.
Minus 36. So that's 82.
Okay.
Then Michael, or I guess going in order. So I'm at 15. I can power 15. So 15 is going to be 134 minus 45, which is 89, I believe.
That's right.
75, 85, 90. That makes it 89. Done.
Then I power all 15, or all. I power 15.
15 of your 17.
Yep. So that's 134 minus 51 is 83.
And that triggers the end of the game because we're at 17. Who has the most money? Because Michael, out of Michael and I, because we both powered the same number of cities. So I'm at 125, 35, 45, 153.
And I have 144.
There you go.
$9.
Yeah. Hashtag good teacher. There we go. And
Well
Marnie,
done.
Is the
and Marnie
winner.
finished. Thank you for playing.
I
right.
finished, yes.
All right, cool. So, so that's India. So, okay, Brian says usually there's a run-up of a bit around the point to game how much people can build, but not in the magical, fluffy land of India because kindler, gentler. And this is actually where player count really came into play,
Yeah.
I feel
and
like.
as we saw at the end, I could have forced another round and then tried to weasel a
Manipulate
bigger
it,
power
right.
plant. And
Yep, and try and, to where
Yeah.
if you got the 7 or the 8 versus me and who would have the most money.
yeah, because this one is crazy.
Right,
It's the
the
only
50,
8.
right.
Yeah, it powers 8 cities, so.
That could have made
that's
the
off camera.
difference. So we could have. So yeah,
But,
I think
yep.
it was close. I think this would play better. You know what? First off, y'all go. So it's all of our first play of India,
Yeah.
right? So Marnie, what do you think? Wait, did you enjoy the map?
I enjoyed it. It was a little hard to figure out where things were going to go and what was going to affect us. Like, I'm trying to kind of conceive of how much that one brownout really, the one kind of in the middle, because that was a big round for me that probably would have been a bigger next round, but then 27 deducted off of
Sure.
that kind of
Yeah.
cut me out in a round that I had expected to start ramping up. And I don't know how, I'm not sure how I could have planned for that better. Just paying more attention to other players, which I think I'm notorious for not doing as much as I should. I tend to kind of be like, I have my plan, da 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 da. And it only hits me when someone else messes me up. But the brownout is like a collective. We all messed it up together.
Yep.
Yeah. And someone could push it over the edge if they wanted to, depending on how everyone else had built.
If
But-
it was going to hurt the other players
Yeah.
more than it hurt them, right?
But I think for you, what really hurt was that round where you didn't buy more resources and then only got to power 2.
Which is
That
interesting
kind
because
of tripped you up a bit,
that
I
didn't
think.
feel like it hurt me that much.
No,
But-
I see the case of both, because when when I hadn't built that one turn to be able to go first, to be able to power build, if you will, and build a whole bunch, I was anticipating a brownout that turn, and I think that's where you went wrong, that you didn't anticipate it, because obviously I know what my plans were. You didn't anticipate that, and yeah, I think that was a pivotal point for you.
Yeah,
what
just
do you-
seeing other people have a lot of money.
Right, right. And what do you think? Where do you think the worm shifted for you and I? I have my opinions on that. Go ahead.
Where, sorry, say it again.
Where do you think? Where do you think I gained the upper hand,
Yeah.
or that you like behind in this game? You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
Yeah. What were the key points?
Right.
Hard to say.
Nuke.
See,
nuke.
that's it.
my
See,
opinion.
I bet
That's the only thing that I can that'd probably be the one thing I can point to.
And again, that's where that
But-
manipulation of turn order comes in, because I saw where the nuke was up here. I wanted to go last in turn order to try and guarantee myself, well, not guarantee, but get
Maximize.
myself the odds that would drop down and I would be able to get it for face value and then be able to capitalize on it when it actually started becoming available there in the first phase. I think that was one of the big points for me. And I think you got behind again a little bit on the auction,
On the power plant
on the
management.
power plants.
Yeah. It did.
I think it's fascinating how little it's like a game of 1,000 cuts, right? To where
All little things can kind of pile up on each other.
exactly that's what it felt like with this map.
Yeah. I think with the resource market, the one at a time thing would be a lot more interesting once you're at 4 or 5 players.
I agree.
Mostly at 3, it just felt fiddly.
Yes, it felt
Yeah.
unnecessary, except for a
There
little
was like
bit
one
save
turn
a dollar
with the
here
coal.
or there.
Yeah, and like that's not. I mean, every dollar does count, but it doesn't feel like it's a big enough payoff for what
For
you're
as
doing
fiddly it is.
with just the 3 of us.
And for the
So,
amount of time it adds, right?
Yeah.
To the game. I agree. I think
Yeah.
if you put a gun to my head, my gut says this would be better at 4 or 5 players
Yeah.
as
I
a
would
map
definitely-
in general.
I
It
definitely look
wasn't
forward to trying it
unpleasant
there.
at all,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I don't know that Power Grid is my favorite game at 3 players, though.
Yeah, the map, in addition to like the resource just not working at this count, the map it never felt too much like anyone was being cut off or anything.
Yep.
Should we show Australia off?
Yeah, we
real
can
quick
before
and-
we get out of here. Let's see. Okay, and Graham's saying almost all the Power Grids work better at 4 players.
Yeah.
Feel like using and controlling tactical brownouts actually makes it worth building last. That makes sense, Brian.
Yeah.
If you build X or more, I'll brown us out, kind of as a threat almost.
Threaten all the other
He
players.
says, I think it was the save resources by cornering the nuke market, especially when Marnie got into coal, and in addition to oil, and the extra money tipped it, even though it was only $3 or $4 at a time.
Yeah, because
Yep.
she did end up spending a lot on
I
the
was
oil.
just like
Yep.
having to buy. I do really regret that nuke that I passed on.
Yep.
If I'm completely honest, I was again not paying enough attention to other players and was like, I don't want a power plant this round, but I should have had a power plant that round. I should have had that one.
Yeah.
All right, so here is Australia. So here, hold on, let me
Yeah.
bring down the chat or I'll move it here.
Yeah, so I think this is,
Okay.
South
Oh, it's
Australia.
upside down. I'm sorry. Jeez.
well,
I've
depending
been-
on how you look at it, because on the
No, I had it right.
So on the cities, they have it so that they're upside down to the camera right now, but then the numbers down here face that way.
Right.
The numbers, all the numbers face that way.
Oh, that's weird.
But then the
What?
city names
No,
face
yeah.
this way.
Okay.
Because
Interesting.
Australia, because they're upside down on the other side of the world. Is that the reasoning?
I don't know why they did that, but Darwin, been there, been deployed about here, somewhere-ish,
Oh, wow.
there in Catherine. There's nothing but you and termite mounds out there. But anyway, you'll notice that everything is disjointed, but you can teleport from any city to any city for 20. I know that there is a virtual link that costs 20.
Very
And then the uranium,
interesting.
I think, starts full and actually removes some each round. And when you build
okay.
a uranium power plant is really a uranium mine, and then you get money for mining it. But as more people mine it, you make less money from it.
Cool. And here, real quick,
an
because
interesting
people are
different
asking about
thing.
this, could we have sectioned off different areas of India? Absolutely, we did. And honestly, we did this because it was centrally located. It's easier to reach. Like, we didn't want Marnie to have to reach over here, but so
And we didn't
looking at
put
this.
we didn't put any thought beyond that into it. Like we
Right.
didn't look at the connections or anything.
So here's my question: what if we had done something like here, and there, and now you got a choke point?
yeah, you got a
right
choke
through
point
there.
with these cities.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that
that-
might have been more interesting.
Sure.
Yeah.
But that just shows that it does have replayability in a
Yeah.
sense that just even changing that would have a profound effect. And obviously they have to be connected. So
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, next time I play this will be with 4 players.
yeah, I think this would be good with 4. There you go. Okay.
Can you print these maps the same way people do 18xx? I've got no idea.
I know
of
that
any print and play
somebody
on
was
this.
talking about their local game store had them on sale for like $13 a piece. I think they're
Oh.
available.
Yeah, they're pretty well available, like 10 to 15, sometimes $20 from online retailers
Okay.
is what I've seen
My
usually.
suggestion is if they're available, buy them, as opposed to print and play. If the files aren't, approved to be put up, then that
Right.
would be my recommendation, just so the designers and publishers get money, or buy them on the secondhand market if you want.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Or Math Trade. I just got this in a Math Trade. Math Trades are great.
There you go. There's that. And if you don't know what a math trade is,
BGG that.
BGG. There you go. Cool.
Yep.
All right. So that was fun. I enjoyed it. Thanks, guys, for hanging out.
Yeah.
So let's
thanks for
see. What do
hosting.
we got today? Coming up, we nothing tomorrow. We have game day. Then Bios Megafauna 2 on Sunday. On Monday, we have Welcome 2. It's me versus Adrian versus Megan, who's going to be here, versus y'all in the Peanut Gallery. Tuesday, we have the Artemis Project. And then Thursday, the final live stream of HCHQ Denver, which is going to be the Speicherstadt. That's only available for patrons only.
Speicherstadt?
Speicherstadt, right? There you go, not Speicherstadt. So yeah, if you want to support the show, don't forget, pledgehc.com, $5 and up. Everybody gets access to the Glory to Rome streams, which, again, the next one is going to be the last night we're streaming from Denver. Don't forget, like, subscribe. Really appreciate the support, guys. Really appreciate all the kind words with the move impending going to Boston. And if anybody's in Denver and wants a house, we got one for sale. Just throwing it out there, all right? Cool. So again, I'm Edward.
I'm Marnie.
Michael.
All right, y'all have a wonderful night. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you all on Sunday. Take care, everybody.